I'm sorry, I have to. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Cameron, if you didn't already know. And today we're going to be doing something fun. We're going to be baking in the kitchen, but not just any kitchen. This is my grandma's kitchen, so it's going to come out even better than it normally would. What we're going to be baking today is the oatmeal chocolate chip cookies from simplyrecipes.com. I've made these so many times and they're so good. They come out super soft and chewy, and unless you overbake them, they come out kind of hard, but just don't overbake them and you'll be fine. Anyways, I'm gonna leave the recipe in the description box below along with the link for the recipe. But other than that, let's get started. Okay, so first we're gonna preheat our oven to 350 degrees. Next you wanna take 2 sticks of unsalted butter and brown them on your stovetop. It's best to use a stainless steel saucepan so you can better see the brown bits forming at the bottom of the pan. Next we're gonna combine all of our dry ingredients. Calls for 1.5 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. You're going to combine all these ingredients in a bowl and whisk them until they're evenly distributed. Now we're going to move on to our egg mixture. First you're going to want to start off by cracking 2 large eggs. I usually crack mine into a separate bowl because you never know when you're going to get a bad egg, and it gives you a chance to get any spare eggshell that fell into the bowl. Then you're going to want to add a teaspoon of vanilla and both white and brown sugar. This recipe calls for 1/2 cup of white sugar and 1 cup of packed brown sugar. When a recipe calls for packed brown sugar, it usually just means that you have to pack the sugar into the measuring cup like you would wet sand into a bucket when building a sandcastle. I usually use a spoon or the next size smaller measuring cup to pack the sugar down. If you'd like, you can also use the palm of your hand. It's like a little sandcastle. I don't know if you can see that from here, but look it! It just plopped right in there. Lastly, you'll pour in the brown butter, and you want to make sure to get in all the brown bits because they add a unique flavor to the batter. You'll let that beat for 6 minutes until it's smooth. Okay, now we're going to combine our dry ingredients with our egg mixture. It's important to stir in the dry ingredients using a wooden spoon or a spatula and not the mixer because you don't want to overbeat your eggs. Then we're going to mix in 2 tablespoons of water. The consistency of the batter should balance in between cake and brownie batter by the time you're done stirring in the water. Lastly, we're going to combine our bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips, or if you like bittersweet chocolate chips, you can use those too, and 3 cups of old-fashioned oats. Make sure that you're not using steel oats or quick oats in this recipe. The cookies will bake too fast and come out hard and crunchy instead of soft and chewy. So good. A little side note, if you want to add coconut or pecan to these cookies, this is the time to do it. I usually add 1/2 cup of coconut, but today I split the batter in half, so I only ended up adding 1/4 cup to the second batch. After you're done folding in those ingredients, you can start rolling out your cookies. I usually line my cookie trays with parchment paper and sprinkle some flour on it to keep the cookies from sticking. You can also sprinkle some flour on your palms and in between your fingers to keep the dough from sticking to your hands. Once they're all rolled out, put them in the oven for 10 minutes or until they're golden brown around the edges. Repeat this process until all the cookie dough is gone. Once your cookies are out of the oven, you should let them cool for about 15 to 20 minutes and then they'll be safe to eat. My favorite way to eat these cookies is to heat them up in the microwave for about 10 seconds to melt the chocolate and then dunk them in a glass of milk. Anyways guys, if you like this video, I need you to give it a big thumbs up for me. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Cami cakes. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Have a great day guys. Thanks for watching.